Hi everybody, I hope the last video helped open some unknowns in the Hindu religion for you as we explored my grandfather's dream the night before he passed away. Let us continue to explore and understand his dream and things that we can learn from such experiences in this video. So let us not waste any more time and get into the video. My name is Andy and you're watching Gospel in Action. In this channel, I strive to teach all about the Bible, the prophecies, and Hinduism from a Christian perspective. The only thing I would ask you is to kindly watch 2 or 3 videos from this channel. You will automatically subscribe. Please watch the previous video if you have not watched it yet. It was about my grandfather's dream the night before he passed away. Anyway, let me summarize here so you will not be disconnected from what I'm discussing in this video. My grandfather gets a dream where he reportedly sees a person whom he recognizes to be God. Again, when I say God in this context, it is the way my grandfather understands God within his belief system. My grandfather believed in the Advaita philosophy of the Hindu religion. So in the dream, the person asks my grandfather to come to him. However, as my grandfather responds to his call and walks toward him, he wakes up. Later that day, he passes away while he was praying and in the presence of a huge crowd. In this video, let us try to analyze this dream of my grandfather, whether it was actually in line with the Hindu scriptures or not. In the dream, the person asked my grandfather 3 times, "Did you recognize me? Who am I? Can you look closely?" My grandfather's first response was that he did not recognize the person at all. After that, he replied saying, "Yes, it is myself," in his second response. And his last response was Parabrahma Swarupam, meaning the form of the Brahman. If we examine the dream closely, the dream was in fact a representation of Advaita philosophy in 3 stages. My grandfather's first response was that he did not recognize the person in the dream. This indicates the state of a human being without self-realization in Advaita philosophy. The second response represents the next state where a human being attains self-realization or spiritual awakening. This is the state where man becomes God or a glorified being equal to the status of God according to the philosophy. Remember, this is not what I am proposing. I'm just stating the Hindu Advaita belief system in some depth here. So please do not take my teachings out of context. All right. Now coming back to the topic, the last state exactly matches my grandfather's last response, that a person becomes one with God. In Advaita philosophy, God is nothing but this universe. So when Hindus say that a person becomes one with God, they are actually saying that the person ultimately dissolves in the universe. So my grandfather's dream was in line to an extent with the Advaita philosophy and the Hindu scriptures, where they believe that the creator and the creation are nothing but one ultimate reality. But the problem is with the embodiment of that one ultimate reality. While Advaita philosophy itself does not propose the embodiment aspect, the Hindu religion does. If you are unaware, Advaita Vedanta, a non-dualistic school of Indian philosophy, does not advocate idol worship as its central practice. So I would say that the dream is a representation of the entire Hindu belief system. I can say this confidently because according to my grandfather's belief system, that is the Advaita philosophy, who is his God? My grandfather's God was his own conscience. His God was himself, in other words. Yes, all Hindus believe that if they can understand and know their consciences, they will have found God, because they all think that their consciences are together a subset of the one supreme consciousness. So the Hindus believe that the state of knowing their consciences is nothing but spiritual awakening or enlightenment. But little do they know that even the consciences of all men are created entities, literally software programs designed by God to reveal their true selves on the day of judgment. So whatever I explained about my grandfather's death till now is one theory based on the little biblical wisdom God has given me, and of course my knowledge of the Hindu Advaita philosophy. Now the second theory could be that the evil spirit beings could have tricked my grandfather into believing that what he originally believed all his life was true. We live in a spirit world and Satan is ruling this world whether you believe it or not. It is biblical. The Bible says it so. In the process, Satan succeeded in not only deceiving my grandfather, but also all his children, nieces, nephews, and all the extended family in my mother's side. I'm the only one saved out of that darkness. Satan is a master deceiver, and this is how he created many stumbling blocks, not only for my whole extended family, but also for many people in this world. If you have noticed, Satan is very smart as he knows what buttons to push and in what circumstances. For example, in places like Africa or Philippines, or even in India, where people believe in blind superstitions, there will be visible manifestations of evil spirits. But in developed countries like USA or UK or Australia, the manifestations are not very evident, but they are massive yet subtle deceptions. People are being indoctrinated with race issues, gender confusion, abortion debates, etc. They are not only being divided, but are also isolated with the advent of technology. In the process, they are slowly but surely being pushed away and away from God. And it is nothing but the prime activity of Satan. So my small attempt through these videos is to disturb Satan's plans and bring people out into the knowledge of God, the light through Jesus Christ. Having said that, it could also be possible that God, through Jesus Christ, have showed himself to my grandfather and asked him to come to him. What is the percentage of that being a real possibility? Could it even be possible? God works in mysterious ways, right? So let us explore this possibility in the next video. Did my grandfather actually see Jesus Christ in his dream? If you have enjoyed and learned something new from this video, I humbly request you to also watch other videos on this channel. I'm sure you will be encouraged to support this channel by just subscribing to it. And please don't forget to share it with those who might benefit from these videos and be that spark that ignites a change in someone else's life. Together, let's create a community of knowledge and inspiration. God bless you.